as we think about why do we need an innovation center, we know that innovation happens at the collision of ideas. And so we wanted to create a space that would allow for those meaningful collisions to happen.
So this innovation center is really going to bring everybody together. So it's really just a magnet to really get ideas to just incubate and to just throw them forward.
The idea around the innovation journey, the journey from an inspiration to a product on the market is one journey. So when we were looking at the building, the idea of having the building or the space defined as a journey was really, really important.
Here, we are interested in an emotional journey. We're interested in innovation. So we want them to have mnemonic triggers throughout the space.
So as you approach or enter into the GuideWell Innovation space, we really wanted to welcome you with a sense of nature and health. And so we do that with the early introduction of a living wall.
And then you cross the hall and you enter into the Galleria, or the gallery. And that's where we have the plinths that display the different elements of healthcare innovation.
And a lot of those elements that really stand out are the unique materials used in the plinths and platforms that are backlit, the wood natural elements, wood ceilings, just a lot of really unique elements of architecture that define the space.
So the gallery is going to reflect whatever's happening in the building at that time, designed to inspire and say, this is what exists in healthcare today. Now let's go and talk about it and let's see what's next.
In this particular case, the biggest dog in the room as far as program was the theater, 250-seat theater, and very specifically a round 250-seat theater. That was the perfect opportunity for me to start to play these notions of path around this round thing in the middle of a rectilinear box.
So you enter the theater and there's immediately you see it's a theater in the round, which is actually fairly unique.
In the Innovation Theater, that's really the indistinct piece that makes us different than any other sort of incubator around. And you have an opportunity to debate and discuss ideas with your colleagues or people who may not have the same opinion. It's really the kind of place where you throw something at the wall. If it sticks, great. If it doesn't, you find out right then and there.
It's really about the dialogue that we want to create, not just about presenting information. And so we believe this space really gives us the opportunity to drive that dialogue. So the next space on the journey is as you enter our co-work space, you'll notice right away there's an inviting seating arrangement, right? And there are different places where you can find a hidden corner for a quiet conversation. You might sit in a place where you can invite others to join you.
And the idea there is for you to set up your company, to put a foothold in Lake Nona, to put a foothold in this space and to start to develop ideas about what this could be.
So the living lab is essentially the space where the research takes place. It allows you to test actual products, physical products, whether it's a new wearable or it may be a new medical device.
Well, that will be an opportunity in the living lab to take your displayed test model and work out the kinks before they roll it out, just to further accelerate that process.
As you're coming out of co-work, you're coming out of the garage, you're coming out of the living lab, right? All places of inspiration and movement, they're all passing by the hydro bar. And the idea is that you would stop, engage in conversation, as well as remember to be healthy and hydrate, which is so important.
When you enter the garage space, you've got the dark, dropped black ceilings, of course the exposed concrete, and then there's some soft lounge seating too, just to give you that change of position, that comfortable feeling so that you can relax, you can chat, you can work, you can do everything you need to do.
The garage is the kind of place that you get dirty in. This is a place where you start to rip things apart and try things out.
It's got that messy, industrial feel that makes you just want to build stuff and make a mess.
So the next step on the journey is really around, you've got a design, right? But you've got to now turn that design into a business, right? Or into a licensable asset. And so We've got a workshop space available for that.
You have the co-working space, and there's many co-working spaces around, but to be able to walk around the corridor and practice, that's a huge opportunity. To be able to go into a studio and practice giving an interview on camera when you're really not ready for that, that's a huge, huge asset to have within your own working space.
So when you've secured your funding, you need to get the word out. You need to make people aware that there's this product coming and you can buy into it or buy it. So immediately adjacent to the executive conference room is the studio.
Once you've got that deal signed, you want to view everything, we can come into the next space, the cinema, and you can view any of the materials that you've developed. You can show that to a group of people to get their feedback on it.
If you're an entrepreneur, there's nowhere better that provides everything you need in one space with people that understand what it means and what it takes to do what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I would say at GuideWell Innovation, we're serious about reshaping the future of healthcare, and so we want those like-minded entrepreneurs to join us.